Hello, beautiful Geminis. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we're going to look at what's coming your way within the next 4 weeks with a general overview. We're going to look at the energies through your coffee cup and tarot. We're going to have a detailed tarot week by week. And also I'm going to pull 3 important things you need to know at this moment. By the way, if you go on to enjoy this message, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe. Subscriptions are free and the best way to support the channel, so don't forget to give some love. Let's dive in right away. Start out with your coffee cup. I'm going to open it up, but I'm going to show you something because my eye keeps catching. I see a very crowded plate, guys. I mean, some of your homes are gonna get very crowded. There are many people showing up here. Tears of joy coming forward towards the end of the first week. It seems like here, you see it's moving towards the past. Some things are happening behind the scenes of the reality that you're not really seeing, okay? Maybe you're thinking, this is what my eye is catching. Oh no, what did I do? I put it back inside. It's a star card. Actually, I put it in there. There you go. It's a wish fulfillment, guys. So it seems like here, this is in the works already. Universe, creator, heard your message, heard your prayer. It is now behind the scenes working and it is coming towards you. If you're feeling like, oh, nothing is moving, nothing is happening, it's not going the way you want it to be, do not really fall into that mindset because it seems like it's already happening, but it might need some time to... If this is a seed that you have planted, it might need some time to grow. If this isn't even an idea, in the idea stage, don't kill your seed, guys. Don't kill your seed. Do not step on it by saying it's not working, nothing is coming, nothing is manifesting. It's just not true. It's not real. When you keep saying that, your word is your wand. It's a magic wand. And Gemini, which is the magician, actually represents your sign. Your word is extremely powerful. So if you're feeling... not seeing the results and you keep affirming not seeing the results, that's what's going to happen. You're not going to see the results even if they are coming forward, they're forming, okay? What I see inside, I see there are many activities happening outside, which is your outside of your comfort zone. Some of you might be taking 2 pathways. This can even be like a small, looks like a long pathway, not small, but a getaway. For the weekend of the second week, I see there's a horse head right here. It's an old horse. So I feel like there might be a desire you have, old horse, because it's something that you have been waiting for a long time now. But it is coming forward. So I feel it is going to be a normal thing now because it shows up. It's not going to be a miracle. When it shows up, you're like, oh, I knew it was going to happen. It's been so long now. It is going to have that kind of a thing. However, I feel that it's going to also have a transformative effect on you, okay? It can be you without realizing, maybe lifting you up, making you feel more confident about yourself. And maybe there are things that you really want to do. However, you're thinking on the back of your mind, oh, this thing didn't happen and that won't happen either. But when that comes forward, you're going to be like, oh, if this happened, anything can come forward, okay? Another thing I see here is there's a pathway though. Somebody's blocking your pathway within the first week. And I see this person, like there's a small person, there's a larger person with wearing a halo. So it can be like 2 authorities or 2 people actually arguing about something, you going somewhere or not going somewhere. The angelic figure is the bigger head. So this can be inside of you also, 2 characters, like 2, like the, you know, we all have angels and demons like on our sides. They speak to us. And it seems like the angel actually speaks more clearly and in a very convincing way. Devil might be showing up in in a way that brings you down, maybe makes you doubt yourself. But the other energy is very beautiful, high, and wearing the halo. Halo is even bigger, double the size of the devil. Meaning, these can show up in a human form and speaking to you, about certain desire you have. Or this can be your inner self, also inner conversation happening. Pay attention to that, okay? Because I see there's a big head, a person, you can see the nose and the mouth coming forward here. This person has a key in their ear. Key can be what they're hearing the information coming to them can be opening doors. Okay, so this person might come to you with some very good offer, ideas, maybe plans, and it seems like you're gonna have a moment of indecision, but there's a pathway in front of you, and this is not a long pathway. It's not a long way to travel. I feel like this is something that you can test out and decide if this is working out for you or not. Test out. Maybe this person's offering you to go somewhere together and you're denying, you don't want to do it, or you really want to do it but your inner voice is holding you back. This doesn't have to mean that you need to pack up and just go forever. It can be like a small getaway. Test it out if this is a pathway in the sense of like a travel. But this can also be representative of you doing something with them, and you can do it if there is possible to do a test run. Do a test run first and then decide if this is right or no. And I feel like the higher self, the bigger head, the angel is your higher self, is actually going to give you clear answers when you test it out. You're going to be 100% sure of what you want to do about this thing. Okay, I see phone lines are forming, and I see the crowd starts to gather here. I told you there are many people surrounding your heart space, your home. You might get a lot of people wants to come towards you, wants to come to your home. Maybe these are like family members or like friends. They want to gather around. This can be for a celebration, or even maybe there is somebody. I see an Aries here, a ram. Maybe somebody is actually getting married or something. They might want to stay at your place. I know this is very specific, but I feel there's a gathering happening here. Another thing, because this crown reminds me of like a flower crown, or maybe a community of people, like-minded people, they're gathering around some crown or a person, and you're going to hear about that. It's outside of your comfort zone. The phone lines are coming forward. You're going to hear about this collective coming together. You can get invited to that, and don't think of it in the sense of like going to a ceremony. This can be a very basic lunch, okay, coming together and people talking about certain things. Basic lunch. It doesn't have to be something massive. And it seems like there's a leader to that. Aries symbolizes leader, and I see two ships actually appearing about this situation. Okay, two ships can be two flights. Maybe they're going to be taking towards the situation, or it is actually from choppy waters to the calmer shores. The ship that we see, okay, what I'm looking at here, I was just going to say that, but this is emotional walking away from a situation. So this can help you when you gather together with them. This can give you like an epiphany. Maybe there is an emotional connection that you still have to the past, or a situation is really bothering you emotionally, a decision that needs to be made. When you gather around, or this gathering, when you become a part of it, but it's outside of your comfort zone. So you need to get outside of your comfort zone and do something differently in order to join them. This doesn't mean pay lots of money, but this means that just maybe, like I said, going out to lunch or brunch with a bunch of people that you just met. It can be something like that as well. So when you do, it is going to bring the opportunity of these two ships here to sail away from the darkness, the darker ship and the lighter ship. So you're going to choose either one. The thing is though, I see here there's light coming in. So I feel like you're going to choose the one that is actually much more optimistic and positive for you. This can be for some of you, if you have family members that you're not talking to at this moment. It can be even like coming together with a family environment and start communicating with them again. This doesn't mean that let them step into your space and violate your boundaries again. It doesn't mean that, but it seems like this person, maybe they even learned their lessons, or this is actually going to create a bridge of incidents for you to receive your desires. Another thing I see here, there's a feminine figure. She's working on kind of like a yarn, the weaving, the machine. I don't know the name of the machine that they just, make the yarn spinner maybe. She's working on that. She's building something. Yarn indicates weaving of the webs of life. Okay, so within the third week, the second week, the gathering is happening. The ships are arriving. Ships can also tell me maybe this is like some gathering happening on a boat, on like a little bit like an ocean or the sea. And the third week that you're sitting in front of a desk, you're working, you're weaving the webs of the fate, destiny for yourself here. I see there's a man with a mustache and a beard, a goatee, and the ear also, again, I told you there's someone who has a key in their ear. This person's ear also has a key as well. This is extremely strange to me because like this is a 2 sign, never seen before these kind of signs, and it's repeating itself. A man with a key in the ear. Key can be like a hearing device. Maybe this is a person who cannot hear without the key, meaning the listening device, or this can be someone, the key is listening to them. There, for them to understand something is listening. Maybe they cannot see with their eyes. It can be something like that as well. However, this can also be someone who, it's a term in my language, they say whose ears are full, meaning they have all kinds of information coming to them. They're collecting information. So they're very knowledgeable about life, about the things you are interested. That's why they're showing up. It's not because they're knowledgeable about the things you don't care. It's about the things that you need to hear. They also already heard it. Okay. So the goatee can be the sign for you to actually connect with this person and pick their mind. Another thing, phone lines are opening, so they want to maybe even talk to you as well. The thing is though, when you are right here, they're kind of above you. This can be a person, I see there's a horse in front of them, maybe someone who fulfilled their wishes and desires. They're good, doing great in life. They have 2 88s in front of them, 8 and 8, which is material satisfaction. And this can be someone that you see wearing a crown, maybe in a king position, someone that you see that they're doing better than you, probably. However, this doesn't mean that they're living a better life than you do, or they're on better, they're not a better than you person. They are doing, their life is like, position maybe you want to raise into that dimension. So it seems like here though they're humble. That's why the phone lines are forming, and you're going to be able to connect with this person. So if there's such a person that you want to send an email, or you grab the phone number, it seems like here the connections are going to form, and you are working on a project. Maybe you're going to talk to them about your project, and I see here there is actually accumulation of wealth coming forward here. This can be someone who already accumulated the wealth, and there's a gateway opening right there. Somebody with a very good intentions waiting for you behind that gateway within the 3rd week. So this person can lead you towards the right direction. Maybe they're not really going to pick you up and carry you to where you want to go, but it seems like I told you the horse is appearing here too. The wish fulfillment is aligning with that person's existence. Maybe they're going to connect you with the right people, with the right doorway, the right where to go. Another thing here is this can be maybe you're not one-on-one talking to this person, but what they're talking about, the key in their ear, the things that they unlocked, they heard, they're sharing it with people, and that information is going to help you go through your new door pathway. Which I tell you what, I started my channel like 3 years ago, and Mino Pantero Chris, I love him. I used to watch his videos, and he was actually saying, what are you waiting for? Maybe that's what you're going to do. You're going to start your own channel. And one of my friends, actually, I was reading for her coffee cup, and that's what she told me. Why don't you do like Chris says it all the time, and she watches Chris too. So I said, you know what, let me try it. I was so shy in the beginning. I'm still shy though, but anyways, that was my guidance. I never talked to him. I know him, he doesn't know me. So the thing is, that's what happened at the end of the day. I listened to him. So now we're here today. Exactly. Can be something like that opening. And I see there's a Hierophant here, someone with his magic wand in his hand, and authoritative personality coming across here. It seems like what's going to happen is you're going to make a deal with the authority as well when you pass through the door. Okay. The authority can be, I'm thinking if you want to purchase a new home, can be someone approving the paperwork, if this is a job that you want to manifest, or this can be even a spiritual authority, because Hierophant, the Taurus energy, have a spiritual authority. Maybe this is something, a life lesson that you're learning and upgrading yourself to a higher place with that energy. Okay. And moving on to the 4th week, I see there is we have a Hermit in this deck that I'm going to use now. This kind of reminds me of him, and he's holding like a lantern in his hand right there. He has his stick he's holding on to, climbed up the mountain already. I feel like this is you as the Hermit, because Magician has Virgo energy in it too. So you're going to go into the Hermit mode after you manifest your desire and you got your guidance and the pathways are opening, and towards the end of the month, you might have a moment of contemplation. Okay, sitting down and analyzing, what have I done, how I get here, what I learned out of this, who I should be actually careful about, or what I should be careful about. You're going to have like a moment of contemplation, writing things down, and there's a new acorn in front of you. Also, that from that contemplation, this wand actually looks like also walking stick. A wand looks like a new pathway, the pathway or land that you can plant this acorn, the seed that you collected along the way. Okay, you're going to plant something new for your future. Let's dive into your saucer now, guys. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I see there's a full moon in your heart. Libra had the full moon, but yours is not going to stay forever, meaning you're not really bothered by not really having clarity, because it seems like here, you know that the clouds are going to part anyways. There is a mountain in your heart space. It's a white mountain. So I feel like here, there are two desires coming forward. They're back to back and very soon, seems like here. One of them can really get paused along the way. And then it just requires maybe different types of action taken. But the second one is moving faster. The mountain is a challenge that you're putting on yourself. That's why it's bright mountain. So you know what's behind it. That's why intentionally you're walking towards it. There is a person right here, looks like a female character, looking with awe at what you're creating. She has a panda behind her. Pandas are actually very peaceful animals. However, the problem with the panda, you see, when you change the action plan, the second desire you have is moving, and there's even a third thing coming forward. The panda can be someone wealthy, first of all, and also someone who is wealthy because of their existence, okay? Because pandas do not really high effort animals. They do not really even procreate, I think, to save their what do you call it? Save the next generations. They are really not really careful. They don't really have much of a survival instinct. So when you watch them, you see that. The thing that can be a person standing behind this lady, and she might be the caretaker of this person. The thing is, though, they're watching you with awe. You're surprising both of these people, okay? And lady is much more reasonable, but the other person can be someone who really doesn't really know what's going on in life. However, you're going to impress them. This impressing can maybe bring you the finances or the resources that you need, because they might really have them available to them. Or this can be also bring recognition. Okay, and I told you you're surrounded by people, energies, very high energies, and you can connect with them, but there's going to be also your choice if you want to or not. And here within the middle of the month, I see there's a man here, a strong man, carries 1-2 person on their hands, and he's walking towards you. This can be someone, now I'm thinking maybe a firefighter or something, like can carry people, pick them up and carry them. Someone really physically strong as well, but also that requires a lot of compassion, okay? A lot of like empathy, to be a saver. So someone risking your life for another person is actually requires a lot of empathy, compassion, love towards humanity. So this person can be someone in that character coming towards you. I don't really say their intentions, but there's a distance in between you right now. Maybe you are the one putting the distance, or physical distance in between you right now. But it seems like your paths are going to cross with this person, okay? Now we're going to get to the tarot. We're going to have a detailed one. Okay, we're gonna go week by week. The first week, we're gonna ask what's the situation coming your way, what's the action plan, and what will be the outcome. And then we're gonna get to the clarifiers, and we're gonna go from there, okay, week by week. Let's see. Week 1, what's the situation? Knight of Swords, someone might be coming forward really fast. This is also your energy, Gemini and Libra or Aquarius, coming forward for communication. They want solution. They want connection, okay? Really fast galloping towards you. And this can also be you coming up with something that you want to connect and clarify and going towards it as well. However, it's, it might be you going towards, or maybe you have taken some action about a situation. Seems like the results are going to start showing up. And this is the current situation right now, fast movement of events. The action what you can do is pour your love into this, okay? Something might be actually changing really fast, the situation, circumstances, and solutions in a logical sense, the things are happening. But if you keep approaching the situation with a very stoic mind, you're gonna miss certain emotional things here, emotional connections. Let's see the final results. 4 of Wands is a celebration, and this can be a wedding for some of you. This can be a fast, maybe you're actually going to start, you have planted the seed, you're planning your wedding very fast. This is full of love, and it seems like there's going to be also celebration happening here. This can also be a finish line, coming to an end, completing a task, bringing people together. We have a wedding right here happening. In the original tarot, we see people actually calling you over, come over, we're having fun, we're celebrating, join us energy. However, here we have a literal wedding. So I feel for some of you might be getting like a beautiful love offer, and it is not only going to be a doll offer. I see now, I'm looking at a dolphin here. It is going, dolphins represents fun, communication. So this is going to have communication, this is going to have fun, and action, Ace of Cups, a love coming forward as action is, this is something that you will really nurture, cherish, appreciate, okay? Because if you read the book of The Art of Loving, I think, from Erich Fromm, and in that book you see that love is not a noun. Love is a verb, that there is action involved in it. And it seems like it's exactly what you're doing here. Even if this is a project you're working on, even if this is a relationship, your action point is using love as a verb, okay? Knight of Swords, we have Hanged Man. It seems like this is a situation that has been paused for a very long time and cause you to reflect, connect, understand why things are happening. And you see, if he was up reversed, he's actually looking straight to the situation from the same dimension, same direction. But you change your perspective. Now you're looking at the things differently. You're not seeing it same as it is. That's why the fast movement is going to be the key here. Ace of Cups is like there's a love offer coming in and you're accepting it. And this is going to be the love as a verb, not as a noun. There's active giving and receiving. You see he's offering a fish here. This can even be a new job opportunity, because whenever I see the fish, I interpret that as money, wealth, abundance, resources. So it can be resources are given to you and you're taking it as the showing of love and putting your energy into it and working on it as another like exchange of love. 4 of Wands is okay, some of you are manifesting money, this is for sure. And when you put your love into something, it is going to a project maybe getting completed. This can be building a new house as well, building something new. I know this is the energy of first week, and you might be thinking, how am I going to build a house in 1 week? Well, there's some remote stuff, but it doesn't have to be. Can be something you're planting the seeds now and you're going to cross the finish line. Or maybe you have planted the seeds in the past and there was a pause for a while now. Now this is starting to move and creating a stable environment. King of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who's stable, who's structured, who's abundant, who has generational wealth. He created that. He is established. He's calm, cool, collected. Look at his face. Look at how confident he is. He knows that he's going to be okay and he's going to provide for his loved ones. So that can be the energy you're going to be meeting. This can also be someone new that you're meeting along the way, okay? Let's see what's happening within the second week. I keep going. Second week. Let's see what the situation is. We had King of Wands. Okay. So someone confident might show up in your energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this can be a very exciting new opportunity creating a stable structure in your life. The action is the judgment that you need to really lay in front of you, the pros and cons, and see how this is going to serve you, see the good parts and the best parts and the worst parts in order to make a decision, okay? You need to really bring on the judgment day, analyze this and see it emotionally, logically, how it's going to serve you. because it seems like this is going to bring an ending. Outcome is an ending, but the ending is about something that is not really working for you anymore. Okay, a situation, a structure that is not really functional, that's not really working for you. That's where you're going to bring your that's why you need to do a judgment day. Okay, you need to analyze things very carefully, because it might be ending something that you really like as well. But the Ten of Swords is not that. Ten of Swords is a structure that's like a situation that doesn't work for you anymore. Now you're done, got over with it, and it's coming to an end, so you can start anew. Let's get your clarifiers going. We have the Lovers. King of Wands can be something your heart really desires coming your way, as an opportunity, as a job, as a person. What's going on here? Let me cover these people up. Okay, coming to you right now. And that's why maybe you're actually looking at the positive and the negative at the same time. Oh, King of Wands, but he is not really backing down. He's like, okay, bring it on. Let's talk about it. Let's open it up. They're going to anticipate into that as well. And this can also be you demanding clarity and getting that clarity with assertiveness. Okay. Ten of Swords is Ace of Pentacles. Okay. This can be a job offer coming to you. Now I see a new... At the end of the day, you get something that is going to be satisfying you. Even if this is love, it is going to be satisfying, materialistic satisfying. It's not going to be a dry love in the sense of like not seeing any material results at the end of the day. Because dry love is just, I feel like, only the words of affirmation, which is good, but not enough. Because there are 4 languages of love, and one of them is gift giving. And gift giving is not only... Actually, gift giving helps the relationship to stay in the material level as well, like in 3 dimensions: emotional, spiritual, mental, and material. 4 dimensions basically. So that's why it's an important thing. When I see Ace of Pentacles, I see if this is love, there is some also like material dimension. You're going to see results of it. Okay, it's not only going to be spiritual connection. At the same time, if this is a job, this is something that will really satisfy you and also help you realize what you truly want out of a position, a relationship, a job, opportunity. What do you want out of it? It is going to really help you face it and follow your passion. And this might even cause you to end certain things that are not really working for you anymore and move towards the things that you really want to work out. Okay? Let's see this 3rd week now. The situation we have 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to set off to a new adventure, guys. And the thing is, we have a rainbow in the background. The rainbow indicates that this is going to be something positive. Okay. Another thing with the 3 of Wands energy, we see the Merchant here. He is confident. He is looking at watching his ships. We see in the original tarot. He's trusting that the captains are going to be on point. They're going to be safe. They're going to take care of the ship. He's trusting that everything is working out. And the rainbow actually shows that, yes, when you trust, it will work out. What action you can take here is ask for help, guys. If this is a new adventure you're setting off to and you want to take care of things by yourself, this is going to tire you out. Mentally, physically. Here, he's physically tired. He's trying to lift his wands off the floor and there's no one helping him. Even though he's carrying those wands to his castle, he is not really happy about it. So asking for help, that's the advice when it comes to 10 of Wands. So don't carry the burden of the universe on your back. And we have finally the Hermit. The resting time will come forward. You're going to understand why you have been going through certain things, why this is happening this way, why this actually got so heavy that you need to ask for help. And this is going to become clear to you. Maybe there are people, soul families coming your way that they're going to stick around and stay with you for a long time. That's why these things get a little harder than usual, okay? We have 3 of Wands with the Moon. So the Moon indicates not having clarity. Initially, your intuition is guiding you. But the 3 of Wands, I told you that you trust in what's coming your way. You trust that everything is going to work out for you. That's why the Moon shows up here and tells you that even if you don't see what's going to happen, there's always be day coming forward. It can be night right now, but there's always going to be sun shining following that. So there's a path laid in front of you. This is your intuition guiding you. We have gold leaves in the air. At the end of the day, it is working out for you. Even though we have the moon here, the sun rays behind it shows that the sun is showing up. So I feel like you're not really gonna have any doubt. Even if there's ambiguity on the pathway, you're going to, your confidence is going to like overshadow it. Okay, it's just not gonna be too much. The swords telling me here, 7 of swords, we're gonna go with the meaning of tactics. Okay, 10 of wands is, it seems like here you're gonna ask for help, you're gonna need help, but if this is something that you need to hire people, you need to bring in people, you might be very tactical about it. Okay, you cannot really give up the help of your company. This is an example because I watch Shark Tank videos all the time. Help of your company because someone is giving you throwing you a little hand right there, a rope. Okay, it doesn't mean that. It means that being very tactical is important here. This can be about forming the relationships, being smart about it. It doesn't mean being shady because 10 of swords have shadiness in it. This doesn't mean here that though, because you need something, they need something, and you can create a balanced good exchange here. Use a Libra energy rather than, or Gemini energy, that there's actually the twins balancing themselves too. Okay, the Hermit here, we have King of Cups. So it seems like you're going to understand outcome is why certain things happen, but still he has his wish fulfillment right there. And King of Cups can be also things happening in a very loving and satisfying way. The fish here can be material satisfaction, and the King of Cups has a very gentle attitude. The outcome will be can be also bringing you very gentle attitude, you understanding very well why things happened, and also you changing your outlook. Okay, if you're thinking I need to fight every fight by myself, carry all the sticks on my back, King of Cups can be, oh, okay, I don't need to fight every fight because we're here to help each other as human beings. That's our duty. Okay, and which when we do, we grow faster, we become stronger, we bring more love and compassion to the universe. Okay, to the world. Let's see your week 4. Ace of Wands is a new exciting opportunity showing up here for you. The action is 3 of Swords. So the heartbreak, what can you do as an action with the 3 of Swords? 3 of Swords represents a heartbreak right here, okay? Maybe in the past your heart was broken about a situation, and now a new thing is coming in, new exciting opportunity. You're saying, oh, it's going to be the same. It's not going to work out. My heart's going to break again. 3 of Swords is telling you to remove the swords out of your heart. Okay, so now it's time to heal. And your way of looking at things, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change. This is a Wayne Dyer quote. So change the way you look at things. And heartbreak happened because now you know better. You know what to do. You know, like if this was about like a contract that you didn't sign, or you left out certain things, or you left the others to take care of the business. Now you know it's my job to take care of certain things. I cannot let people to do my business for myself. So now you know better. So remove the swords out of your heart, and the action point is now approach with that experience. Heartbreak, this person didn't hurt you, this situation didn't hurt you, something else hurt you, so you need to heal from it. So because if you do, you're going to actually either ignore this or like pass on this, okay? Because Ace of Wands is a very exciting new thing. And what's going to happen is the outcome is when you remove the swords, you're going to be left with the experience and knowledge of why certain things happened. And the knowledge is going to help you actually navigate through out or into the situation in the best possible way, get the best possible outcome, basically. Ace of Wands, let's see, a Page of Wands. This can be a fire sign coming into your life, also offering you something. I see on the bottom, this is a person who really celebrates with you, loves you, supports you. Or this can be your creative idea. When you pursue it, it is going to end up bringing a lot of joy into your life. And 3 of Cups is family, loved ones, friends that are supportive of you, who loves you, appreciates you. There's going to be harvest here. They're celebrating the harvest. So before even the harvest comes forward, it's going to be such a clear victory that is. You're going to start celebrating beforehand. This doesn't mean that blow everything, like if this is an investment, just throw everything in the air. It doesn't mean that, but the celebration is going to be emotional celebration is going to start happening before the thing starts to happen. And when you remove the swords out of your heart, Nine of Pentacles is wealth, abundance, resources, happiness, calmness, security, structure, all this beautiful. You're enjoying your creations right there. It's like touching the pentacle. You see how she's carrying the pentacle? Then you're going to be able to invest, take care of your investments and yourself very carefully. Okay, she's in her beautiful grapevine, has a beautiful castle on the background, enjoying the sun shining over her. And you see she's grounded and she's living the slow life. She's not rushing anything. She's enjoying herself beautifully. High Priestess, the Three of Swords come forward. I tell you what, now when you remove the swords, the action is going to make clear to you. You're going to start enjoying your wealth that you have created, feel gratitude, and you're going to start creating more of it. The final outcome is the High Priestess. Your knowledge is going to start actually like coming to the surface and you're going to utilize it for other things. But there's another heartbreak coming forward here. The Three of Swords is, that what you're learning out of the heartbreak, okay? That's what I'm thinking because that's what the Strength followed it. Strength says that, okay, now, there are things still breaking your heart. I don't feel like you're going to be able to forgive, forget, let it go very carefully. And that's not really the purpose of removing the swords. Removing the swords actually shows you what you have learned out of this situation. Okay. It doesn't mean that forgive someone, let them come back, do the same thing again. And it seems like Three of Swords is telling you, if you remove the swords, you're going to let that happen. But Strengths follow, it tells me, no, that's not the case. You're learning now and letting go without giving in to the past. Okay, giving in and letting the past to happen over and over again. Strength is her. She's how strong she is. She's taming the lion. Now you know how to tame the lion, or maybe deal with a certain type of person, certain type of situation. When the outcome will be that you're going to start creating a lot of stability for yourself. It can be even the beginning stage of that, investments and stuff. You see he has a land on the background. He has a new pentacle in his hand, Page of Pentacles, and investing now carefully and stepping to the new things carefully rather than just jumping into it. Maybe a relationship, maybe a partnership, or a new exciting opportunity. You're actually now creating stability one step at a time. Okay, maybe if this is something that requires to be tied up on a paperwork, maybe you're just going to do all that is necessary. Now let's look into the 3 important things you need to know in this timeline. Okay. First one, there's a lady coming forward. This can be your feminine side as well, representative of that. This indicates that you need to utilize your creative powers, meaning sketching, painting, singing, whatever that power that you have. We all have some, and you don't have to sound like Whitney Houston. You can sound anything yourself and keep singing, because that is going to open up your creative channels. Use your feminine energy, use your feminine side to pull more of that creativity, and that is going to inspire you. That's going to bring inspiration. I have Coffin, which came with Libra, so you need to put some things to the rest. And I tell you, this is 9 of Pentacles. This is that card actually here, 9 of diamonds, and number 8 indicates material satisfaction. So I feel like some of you are actually putting the poor mindset into the coffin now, throw it into the sea and losing it. Okay, that's what you need to do, because there's richness coming into your life, and it's not going to allow you to think small, think limited, think that you don't have enough, there's not going to be enough, the things that I want is not coming. Like, don't kill your seeds, guys. Okay, kill the idea that keeps stepping on the seed. That's what this is. And lastly, we have a ring, commitment, family. There's a beautiful scene right here that is coming. Commitment, for some of you, might be manifesting love. This is, I think this is spades. Ace of spades is ace of swords, I think. And if that's the case, this is a new idea of manifesting wealth, abundance, attracting a family, soul family into your life, creating a new structure, building a new home. Something new is coming forward here. And this is going to be, this is something that you need to commit yourself to, okay? Maybe even the idea of abundance and prosperity that you need to commit to. It can be even the idea, because the Ace of Swords is the idea of it, okay? Let's pull your god or goddess of assistance. Let's see which one wants to support you during this timeline. We have, okay, the lion here with the strength. We have the Narashinga Deva, the half man, the half lion. We have your mantra here. You can take a screenshot and read that one. And meditation is the man lion is here. The man lion is there. Wherever I go, there is man lion. He is outside of me, yet he dwells in my heart. I take refuge in Narashinga, the man lion, for he is the ultimate shelter, strength, your inner power. Take shelter in that. Okay. Protection from evil forces, which I love. Okay, so if you're feeling like there's evil eye on you or there's negative effect coming to you, pulling energy from you, Narashinga will be there to protect you. Ability to see God everywhere in all things. Yes, even that person that is being very ungodly and very unhumanly has God in him and is reflecting something back to you. Skillful sublimation of one's anger when it is not needed. Exactly, I love that for you. Strength and courage to defy conventional authority for truth and justice. I love this. Okay, he'll be there. He'll be helpful. He will open up the pathways. Let's pull your further guidance. Let's see what else you need to know for this timeline. We have here the soothsayer. Travel the road seldom taken. Okay, do some things differently, guys. Do not follow. Oh, guys, that's what I want to say. Do not follow the bunch, basically, okay? Travel the road seldom taken for this next 4 weeks, especially. All right, Geminis, I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel.